Hi, this is Brian McAvoy, and I'd like to share with you today the Missing Chapters Series Part 1, Discover Your Deepest Desires. This is a fun and it's a rather unique method to expand and refocus your thoughts on what you really want deep down. Now, focus on what you want. Yeah, if you've seen the movie The Secret, and you've probably read more than one book on the law of attraction, and then there's also the success mindset books and courses. I mean, that's what they all tell you is, just focus on what you want, and, give it a lot of, vibrational energy, and it'll come to you. But the problem is you've got everyday life and the real world almost constantly screaming for your attention all day long. You've got your job, you got the kids, you got the house, you got this, you got that, you got bills to pay, you got taxes. You got all sorts of stuff just constantly vying for your attention. I mean, your mind is already busy. I'm sure there aren't, any lulls during the day where, there's just nothing going on in your head. I mean, you got plenty on your plate. And, then there's the other problem of, just the statement right there, focus on what you want. If you ask a lot of people, so what do you really want? You don't, a lot of people just say, well, I really don't know. And so, bringing your deepest desires to the surface, the best way to go about it is with an indirect approach. See, questions do create a vacuum in your mind, and they're very powerful. But the problem is it's the wrong question. What do I want? I mean, that's where, a whole lot of people just be sitting there shrugging their shoulders. Because they don't know. That's the wrong question. If you ask the right questions, you get the right answers. And that's what I'm about to share with you now. So what you want to do right now is get a pen and a pad of paper, because you're going to want to write your answers down. This is a very enjoyable exercise for you. You will like this. And you'll need to, when I tell you, go ahead and pause the video. I'm just going to take a short pause here. So when I say to pause, go ahead and pause and take as much time as you need. So, first question to ponder. If you had $5,000 more coming in every month than you need, $5,000 more reliably each and every month for the foreseeable future, as far out as your mind can take you right now, 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years, every month you're going to have $5,000 more coming in than what you need to live on and cover all your expenses. What would you do with it? Okay, now that's when you want to pause the video and write down, the first couple things that come to mind. Okay, now this is a real sensible answer, but most people, when I pose this question to them, I say, well, first thing I do is pay off all my bills and my debts. And, that's understandable. That's what's weighing on your mind most of the time is, paying my bills. I'm tired of carrying all this debt. And that would be a sensible thing to do. Yeah, go ahead and get that monkey off your back. Cool. Okay. Then what would you do? After your bills and your debts are paid off, what would you do next? Okay, pause the video again and write down your answers. And go ahead and take as much time as you want. Write it all down because this is fun. Okay. Now, usually the first answers that I get, for people, especially if they're really feeling pinched right now, is, hey, I'd stash some away in savings just for a cushion. You want to have that, financial security of having a nice reserve in the bank there. And that's pretty short following. Oh, hey, I got my money problems taken care of. Yeah, I'm going to go buy some stuff. I want to get the house of my dreams. I want to get a new car, a new computer, stereo, TV, some furnishings for the house, get some nice clothes. I got a long list of stuff I'd like to have, so yeah, a shopping spree would definitely be in order. Okay, then what? After you've bought all the stuff that you have on your wish list, then what would you do? Go ahead and pause the video again and write it down. And this is your wish list, so go ahead and have some fun with it. Okay, usually after the shopping spree's done, this is what I'll get next from people. Oh, hey, I'd travel and see the places I've always wanted to see, check out my heritage, maybe bounce around Europe and Asia Africa, Australia, South America. Just go ahead and see the world. Go see all the places that I've wanted to see. And pretty regularly, at some point in this process, most people will come up with, come to this point and say, well, hey, I'd like to give some to charity and, buy some nice stuff for people that I care about. These are all good things. Very cool. Okay, again, then what would you do? After you've spent some time traveling and giving to others, then what would you do? Pause the video and write down your answers. Now, at this point, and sometimes earlier, but usually it's at this point where the answer that I get to this question is, well, I guess I'd start investing, investing the money. I want my future to be well secured. I want to have a nice inheritance to give my kids, my grandkids when I'm gone. Kind of spent everything, got everything that I want. Yeah, I guess I just invest in that, and that's okay. But see, now you have even more money coming in. Thus, you have no income concerns whatsoever. And this is cool. This is the point you want to reach. Because, by now, hopefully you've exhausted your list of everything to do with money. And now we come to the big question. What are you going to do with all that free time? Well, yeah, actually at this point, hopefully you should be saying, gosh, I really don't know. That's the answer I'm starting to get, that I get at this point from a lot of people. Yeah, been on the shopping spree. Maybe, they say, well, I'd sleep all day for a while. Okay, but after that, yeah, this is cool. This is the big question, though. Because when you've reached a point in your mind, when you've exhausted all your concerns about money, directing your mind to your time is very powerful because of the messages that you're sending to your subconscious. When you ponder the question, how would you fill your days if you had absolutely nothing that you had to do? See, now your mind will fill with your real dreams and desires and expand way beyond what you've been used to focusing on. See, the problem is what you've been used to is you've been used to solving the problems of your current everyday life, which usually revolve around not having enough money and not having enough time. The difficulty has been that these problems have been filling your thoughts, and now you've created a nice big space and a vacuum for your mind to fill. And you actually have. You created a new set of problems, which is excellent. See, the brain up in your skull there, it's a natural problem solver. And by having new problems to solve, your mind will now be directed to these new problems that are both new and good to have. In particular, what will I do when I have too much money? Wow, that's a good problem to have. See, everybody's got money problems. Just, do I have too little or do I have too much? Give me the too much problem. Okay, and then the second problem is, how will I fill my days if I have all my time completely free? There's nothing that I have to do. These are good questions to ponder. Because, see, these involve your time and your actions, which are critical in envisioning a different future for yourself. Plus, this is something that it's a motion picture for your mind, and that's really powerful. Okay, so let's do a quick summary of everything here. What you want to do is reflect on the questions. Really go ahead and ponder them. I mean, you do want to work your mind a little bit here, but it's fun. And write down your answers. Very important to do that. Now, the main thing is you want to go ahead and exhaust your money list and get yourself to the point of where you're just saying, I don't know. I don't know what else I would spend my money on. Go ahead and exhaust it. You've got the unlimited shopping spree here. Have a good time with it. Because you want to get to the point where, how would you fill your time? When you've exhausted all your money issues, how are you going to fill your time? Now, what to do right now? Understand there are other challenges with getting, the secret and the law of attraction and all that to work. And I'm sure you've experienced that. So to help you with that, we've got more missing chapters coming soon, including more stuff on The Secret, The Science of Getting Rich, and check this out, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yeah, indeed, great book. All you need to do is go to myescapeplan.com/missing and register, and I'll send you a notification as soon as the videos are available, and you can have first crack at them. So make sure you do that. Go ahead and go there now and register and do the exercises too. Take your time. It's an enjoyable exercise, so go ahead and take your time with it. Turn off the tube for a little bit, sit down with pad and paper, and have some fun. Oh, I almost forgot. Yes, do share this with your friends. They'll thank you. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.